If you want to raise a child who is truly confident, you need to stop saying, "Good job." It sounds supportive, but in reality, it can be a dead-end phrase that accidentally creates a praise dependency loop. Every time we say "good job" or "you're so smart," we are making an external judgment on the final result. Over time, children stop focusing on the joy of the activity and start looking at us to see if they've passed the test. This makes their confidence fragile because it depends entirely on someone else's approval rather than their own internal sense of worth. Instead of judging the outcome, the most effective parents and educators use a secret phrase that builds instant, intrinsic confidence. "I noticed how you," followed by a specific observation. This simple shift changes everything. Unlike generic praise, which is a label, an observation like "I noticed" is a form of active witnessing. It tells your child that you aren't just looking at the finish line, you are actually seeing the effort, the choices, and the persistence they put into the journey. It moves the parent from the role of a judge to the role of a supportive observer. When you use the phrase, "I noticed how you are highlighting the process rather than the result. If a child finishes a difficult puzzle and you say, "Good job," the conversation ends. But if you say, "I noticed how you tried 3 different pieces before you found the one that fit," you are acknowledging their problem-solving skills. You are handing them a mirror and showing them their own strength. This allows the child to take internal credit for their success, which is the actual foundation of true self-esteem that lasts a lifetime. What I want you to think about is how this looks in your daily interactions. Instead of saying, "Great story," try saying, "I noticed how you gave the dragon such a deep, scary voice." Instead of saying, "You're so helpful," try saying, "I noticed how you saw the toys on the floor and decided to put them away without being asked." By naming the specific action, you are validating their character and their autonomy. You are teaching them that their specific choices matter, not just the final score or the external reward. This technique works because it fosters what psychologists call a growth mindset. When children are praised for being smart, they often become afraid of new challenges because a mistake might mean they aren't smart anymore. But when you say, "I noticed how hard you worked on that problem," you are praising something they can actually control. It builds a sense of agency. They realize that confidence doesn't come from being perfect, it comes from being capable of trying, failing, and trying again. Your goal is to move from being a narrator who gives out grades to a facilitator who notices growth. This intentional shift in language might seem small, but it creates a massive psychological shift for the child. They stop performing for your applause and start building a voice of their own. I want to challenge you to use this phrase at least 3 times today. Don't look for the big wins. Notice the small moments of focus, kindness, or effort that usually go unsaid. If you're ready to move beyond basic parenting hacks and start building deep, logical resilience in your children, make sure you're subscribed to the channel. We are here to help you turn every daily interaction into a training ground for future brilliance. Tell me in the comments, what is one strategy you use to give your child confidence? Let's share those small breakthroughs together and build a community of intentional parents. Keep watching, keep noticing, and keep building that foundation for confidence.